What does it mean for a fool to be obstinate? Well, obstinance is the stubborn refusal to change your mind or your course of action, especially after attempts have been made to persuade you otherwise. And fools are obstinate. They are wise in their own eyes, opinionated, overly confident, and they refuse criticism. And to an extent, this is foundationally rooted in us. Keller mentions a study that was done on children, where it basically found three base states. And the point of that is that what feels most natural might be disastrous. Our habitual reaction, though sometimes good, potentially, can have the potential to be horrible. It might be that if we are prone to just being optimistic and look for the bright side in every situation, that response could actually be really bad if you need to be responding with a bit of anger or a bit of potentially even rage or aggression towards something. If you're just always trying to please people, then yeah, you might really benefit from a little bit of aggression. So really, it is good, and truly it is right, to attempt to learn the types of behaviors that aren't natural for you. Not because it's wrong to do what's natural for you, but it's good to be well balanced. And if anything, to learn those other things as a skill to have in your skill set, so that way you can be best prepared for the various situations that you're going to experience in life. So that way, life isn't happening to you, you can experience life. Or to put a little more tongue in cheek, you can happen to life. You run into a situation, and as opposed to just letting your instincts happen, you're able to respond. Or if it's a person that really just gets you going in the workplace, or hopefully not, but at home maybe, that when those interactions occur that would normally really get you riled up, you can respond in a way that's actually helpful and healthy for both of you. And it doesn't help that our society is seeming to just further and further pigeonhole and shove us into a corner, or into various corners really, with our opinions, where you don't just get to have your opinions, you have to be part of a group. And what those groups do is they discourage conversation, they encourage rage, and they absolutely exile anyone who might even consider changing their minds, or even just moving an inch. And you might get kicked out of one of those groups for even just considering that you might not know everything. You have to be 100% certain of every single thing that you think or believe. And that's unwise. The claim of certainty is anti-wisdom. Wisdom would be knowing what you know and knowing it confidently, but to also be confident in the fact that you don't know everything, and you probably can't. And yeah, sure, that doesn't exclude you from having opinions on things you don't know everything about. What it does exclude you from is having opinions and refusing to change them, especially on those subjects you don't know everything about. So sure, you can have an opinion on just any random thing, but be open. Be willing to respond instead of react. That's the wise thing to do. So the question that I'm considering today, and this is difficult for me, I can tend to be reactionary sometimes, especially when it's something I care very deeply about. That question is, where am I the most opinionated and least open to criticism? Because I think within the answer to that question, you find the place that you have the most room to grow, and therefore learn, and therefore become more wise.